always his work my father cared about. His research. He tried to save his work. I tried to save him.
Hello there, Sera from 17 once again, introducing you to my Gears of War 3 Insane Difficulty video walkthrough. This is Act 4, Chapter 2, Crater. And the second part of this level is going to be another video because that is the section that I believe to be quite difficult. So I separated the videos so that if anybody else does struggle with it, they have one uniquely on its own with that section in it. Because the majority of the start part, aside from the fact they throw a couple of lambent wretches at you, it's not too challenging. The only real threat are those guys, because if anybody remembers Gears 1, the lambent wretches were assholes. They're not quite as bad as they used to be, but they're still extremely dangerous. And to make matters worse, they accompany the normal lambent, so... Excuse me, sorry. Goddamn trapped air. There's going to be some more of the stalks popping up, some more standard lambent, and a couple of the dredgers. And I like to come over here and use this piece of cover. Do be warned though, if the wretches sneak up on you while you're aiming, you're pretty much dead because they kill you so quickly you can't really react. But as long as you know they're there and you clear, I think there's 2 of them at the start. As long as you clear them up, you should be okay. As soon as you start getting hit, try and roll, hopefully you'll get lucky. I don't know if you can chainsaw them on this game, but on the first Gears, if you chainsawed the lambent wretches, they killed you after your chainsaw, so you didn't want to do that. But this game seems to be a little bit fairer, so maybe that's a valid strategy. I just haven't done it. But for the most, use what weapons you have. You're going to notice that I start to run out of everything on this part of the game, and this is where it starts to get a little bit challenging for me because I'm not robbing my teammates. When you're here, just steal stuff off your buddies. It will significantly make everything easier, and you won't have to struggle like I do. But I'm going to talk about something different a little bit on this video because a hell of a lot of this guide, has been strategy. Oh, headshot with a snub, gotta love it. And the next video is going to be a pretty intensive one, so I'll take this opportunity to talk some shit and lighten the mood. And what I want to talk about is internet videos, certain internet videos of the adult persuasion. And there is obviously they're categorized like everything is. They're broken up into subgenres these days, and one of the genres is, of course, the anal stuff. And I've seen my fair share of this content on the internet. It's rife with it, it's everywhere, and I have a proclivity towards it, and it's secretly because I dream of fucking dudes, but no. What it is, you see, when you watch enough of this stuff, of this, filthy, hedonistic, just decadent material, you start to see things from a different perspective, and you start to pick up on stuff you probably wouldn't normally pick up on. And one of the things that crossed my mind the other day was a certain technique that some of these videos have moved towards, because you'll notice with anything, they're always pushing boundaries to see if they can do something more extreme or more different, and that's why you get some of the sick stuff you do on the internet these days. But the whole concept of the pulling out and asking the girl to push out is something that is beyond me, because the whole concept of, the act of what these videos captures, that to me is the appeal. The whole prospect of what is going down, and the beautiful women and everything, and the big asses and whatever floats your boat type of thing. I just don't understand wanting to see the paddling pool. That bit kinda doesn't ring with me at all. In fact, it's kind of off-putting when that shit gets thrown up, but I'm just throwing this out there to the YouTube community because the last time I talked about something even remotely, coherent as pornography, I got a good reply, so hopefully some people can answer this question. Do you enjoy seeing the paddling pool? Am I missing out on some, bizarre niche of carnal videos? I have no idea, but I don't. I think it's kind of crazy. It looks disgusting. It's just madness. And I thought I'd share that with you, because what better place than on this massive social forum that is YouTube. If any of my family have just watched this video, none of that is true. It's just a metaphor for swimming. But once you push through here, there's going to be a bunch of polyps turn up, and a couple more wretches. And the problem with the wretches on this game is I just don't seem to be able to hit them like I used to. I used to be a fiend when it came to wretches, because Gears of War 1 conditioned me to slay them, and I've kind of lost it because I'm really not great at killing them these days. And I think one sneaks up on me here because I'm aiming down sight, shooting at the pod like an idiot, when I should be really focusing on the shit that surrounds me. But the quicker you take out the pods, the less enemies will turn up. That dude, that dredge is just transformed. I need to be careful of him now. Because you never know what part of his body is going to... Whoa, God, this is a bad situation. Oh, my goodness. This is never where you want to be. This is absolutely... Look, how I'm not dying here, I do not know. For whatever reason. Oh, my goodness, and it's happening again. Yeah, that's a bad situation to be in, and it's all brought on because of her, who is down. And the enemy AI doesn't know to attack me or to attack her, and it's the reason I survived, but it's also the reason I was in that shit situation. So make sure you keep as much distance as you can. If you get rushed, it's like shaking a dice. You don't know if you're going to live, you don't know if you're going to die. It becomes beyond skill at that point. But never put yourself in a compromised position to revive people. They will always crawl to you. The only problem with it is they will bring friends, and yeah, not good ones. But if you get an open opportunity like this, pick them up, because one AI bot will run all hell's bells to try and pick up the other people, and then they can run around like headless chickens once again and try and kill people. And that right there is incredibly dangerous. When the head of the mutated dredge comes anywhere near you, if it attacks you with its flaming breath, you're dead. There's nothing you can do. It seems to instant kill you. When it blows up, it has a massive radius, so you need to be as far away from it as you can. If you're lucky, your team will deal with those kind of situations, and you'll not even know that they're happening. But if you get unlucky like I seem to do, you'll bump into a few of those, and there's nothing more terrifying than being in cover, you know, watching your active reload bar, and then when you look back down, there's a bloody serpent slithering past you, and you're like, how the hell am I still alive? It is not cool. But make sure you scavenge the ammo in the area, because this is a part of the game where it seems to taunt you. It shows you ammo boxes and ammo caches that you can't use, that you can't get to, because it drops them off cliffs. It makes them unobtainable, and it's really cruel, because the only thing I wanted here was Lancer ammo, and because I weren't robbing my team, I wasn't getting it, and it made everything a lot more difficult than need be. And another dredge mutating into something else. I don't even know how it happens, but these are easily one of the most difficult enemies on the game, and it's not because they're hard, it's because they're cheesy. They blow up, they can one-hit kill you, and they take a beating. But has anybody noticed that the Locust and the Lambent can both do the Power Rangers blast out of the ground and, you know, do a Captain Ginyu pose at the end of it? I don't understand if it's technology, if it's an ability that they've learnt, or if there's just something that we're missing. Maybe it's like those sleeve weapon, like, spring things that you see in good gun films, where they have those contraptions underneath the sleeves, where when they unfold their arms, the guns fire out into the hands on those little lever systems. I don't know what they're called, but they're cool as hell. And they're in a lot of cool films as well. But they never explain where that technology comes from, or how the hell it really works. So maybe that's what the busting out of the ground and doing the Captain Ginyu pose is all about. Answers on a postcard, people, if you know more than me. I'm merely asking questions and answers I do not have. This is ammo you can get, I believe. There you go. You'll notice I didn't have much faith in actually getting that ammo, because everything else just seems to fall away from you. And unlucky for me, I don't actually have the standard Lancer, I have the Retro Lancer, so I didn't benefit as much as I possibly could have. If your team has better weapons at this moment in time, even though I don't think you have much chance of giving them anything too good, because I don't think there's been any Hammer of Dawns or Torque Bows or Boom Shots. In fact, the Hammer of Dawn is only on about 2 or 3 levels, which is bullshit, because the entire first act of Gears of War 1 had Hammers of Dawns on it, and every boss fight after that, you use the Hammer of Dawn. And every Gears after that's kind of been like, yeah, we had the Hammer of Dawn card, we played it, now we're going to do something different, and I like using the hammer. Why do they take away this fantastic weapon that the game has? It seems so pointless. But thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the increasingly harder part 2. You take care now.